Look at this thing, it's all hot and glowy. I'll never have cold pizza again.
With good pizza comes bad pizza, and today we focus on the latter with the top 10 worst pizza slices in America. Uno Pizzeria's Meat Market Pizza.
Everyone, meet your meat.
No.
If you're looking for a quick, convenient, and delicious meal, you might consider heading to your local pizza joint. While pizza is usually thought of as a dish that can be made at home, there are plenty of pizza joints in the area where you can get a delicious pizza pie in a few minutes. Whether you're looking for a traditional cheese pizza or a specialty pie like the Chicago Classic, you're sure to find a pizza parlor that suits your taste. Former University of Texas football player Ike Sewell and his friend, ex-World War II GI Rick Ricardo, opened the first Uno's in 1943 in the River North section of Chicago, Illinois, because Chicago at that time didn't have a truly great Mexican restaurant. Sewell first planned to build a Mexican restaurant. The plan was changed and pizza pie became the goal. Although Rudy Malnati Sr. is credited for developing the initial deep dish pizza recipe, Sewell and Ricardo are generally acknowledged as the proprietors of the first restaurant to specialize in Chicago-style deep dish pizza. Pizzeria Uno is credited with creating the deep dish pizza. This claim is made in a 1956 story from the Chicago Daily News. However, many believed it to be among the worst pizzas ever, and it's known as the meat market for a reason. This pizza from Uno is loaded with salt and has layers of sirloin, meatballs, pepperoni, sausage, and mozzarella on top.
I love it. It is simply awesome.
This may sound great, but from a health perspective, it's definitely one of the worst choices you could make. Sbarro's New York Pepperoni Slice.
I'm gonna go get me a New York slice.
Sbarro is a national chain of pizza restaurants in the United States that specializes in Italian-American fare and New York-style pizzas served by the slice. The firm was placed 15th among quick-serve and fast-casual American businesses for global sales in 2011. Sbarro's was even ranked as the top quick-service restaurant in the Italian category in 2008. Not all reviews were favorable, though. The food's quality has come under fire, and it was suggested that this contributed to 2 bankruptcies.
I declare bankruptcy!
Sbarro has more than 600 restaurants in 28 nations, which means that they've done something right. Although this really is an extra-large pizza slice, it was included because of just how many calories it contains. It's truly shocking. In addition, if you've ever visited a Sbarro, you'll see that this is the only size available, subjecting you to more calories, saturated fat, and salt without even giving you the option to select a smaller slice. Mellow Mushroom's Great White Pizza.
It's the best pizza in the neighborhood. Eighth best.
Mellow Pizza is the name of the main dish at Mellow Mushroom restaurants, but they also serve up salads, appetizers, and a variety of beers. Each franchise has its own personality and is locally owned and operated. Locations frequently have a motif of tie-dye and vibrant mushrooms. Some eateries even occasionally host bingo nights, karaoke, quiz contests, or live music acts. 3 university students started Mellow Mushroom in Atlanta, Georgia in 1974. The company represented the unconventional views of its founders. In Atlanta, Spring Street saw the opening of the first restaurant. The company branched out, and the first franchise was started by an employee in the late 1980s, and soon franchises owned by customers and friends of customers and workers followed. But just how healthy is their pizza? And how does a simple slice of cheese pizza reach 500 calories? It turns out that this selection includes far more than just your typical amount of shredded mozzarella.
Can anyone guess the secret ingredient?
Here's the breakdown. An olive oil and garlic foundation is supplemented with sun-dried roasted tomatoes, provolone, feta, seasoned ricotta, fresh herbs, mozzarella, and onions. Did you experience a heartbeat flutter? Maybe it's because just one slice contains more than a quarter of your daily calorie intake. Pizza Hut's Meat Lover's Original Pan Pizza.
What's this? P-Hut. Oh, Pizza Hut.
Over 3 billion pizzas are sold annually, easily making it one of America's favorite dishes. This decadent food generates enormous earnings for pizza delivery companies like Pizza Hut and other large chains. Pizza may be tasty, but it's high in calories and salt, which may quickly ruin a balanced diet. And the nutritional data demonstrates that Pizza Hut's offerings are no exception, particularly on salt intake. week. Studies have shown that eating a diet heavy in salt, saturated in trans fats and calories can result in health issues like high blood pressure, heart disease, and obesity. Eating 3 to 4 slices at a single sitting surpasses the daily recommendations for almost all things bad. Put some extra toppings on your slice and the count only rises. 450 calories, 26 grams of fat, and just over 1,000 milligrams of sodium are found in just one slice of Pizza Hut's Meat Lovers Large Pan Pizza. It's best to think of Pizza Hut as a special treat.
Trust me when I say this.
When eating pizza, it's best to limit yourself to 1 or 2 pieces, add a few toppings, and avoid excessive meat and cheese alternatives. Calcium, lycopene, which is found in tomato sauce, and vitamins from various toppings can all be found in pizza, but the extra calories, fat, and salt offer a severe health concern. Consider preparing your own pizza by yourself. This way, you have complete control over the fat and salt levels to optimize the health advantages of pizza. Pick nutritious ingredients like whole grain crust, homemade pizza sauce that is flavored with fresh spices and herbs, and clean organic vegetable toppings. Little Caesars Deep Dish 3-Meat Treat Pizza.
I hope you like deep dish pizza.
The people of Chicago would raise an eyebrow at the claim that Little Caesars, a pizza brand with its headquarters in Michigan, makes a deep dish pizza worth boasting about. The Deep Dish Pizza is the name given to this offering from Little Caesars. The Midwestern community is highly enthusiastic about Chicago deep dish pizza, so the idea that a Detroit-based pizza company can do it so expertly startled many. This meal from Little Caesars blends the traditional Chicago pizza with the square shape that is a Detroit specialty, so it's not a leap to imply that the company wants the menu item to be appealing to a wide demographic. Locals of the Windy City and other pizza cities of the world argue fiercely about whether this dish should even be called a pizza in the first place.
What in the devil's name is this?
A genuine deep dish pizza should be baked the other way around, with the tomato sauce on top, the cheese in the middle, and the toppings on the bottom. Since deep dish pizza is a delicacy made to be shared, we advise doing the same with yours. Each pizza serves 8 people and contains between 2,500 and 3,500 calories for the entire pie. This supper is substantial and enjoyable when shared among friends or family, and the meats provide a little extra protein. However, because of the Deep Deep's rather high salt content, this meal isn't exactly meant for daily consumption. It has almost 7,200 milligrams of salt per slice, which is basically sodium overload. Additionally, a full pie has 175 grams of fat, which is a significant amount. Papa Murphy's Bacon Cheeseburger Pizza.
Since 4 days ago when I saw you house a cheeseburger pizza.
Papa Murphy's catchphrase, "Bake it up," is an apt, though corny slogan. Over 1,000 locations of this take-and-bake pizza chain exist in both the United States and Canada, and they are all renowned for having different levels of delectable crusts. Papa Murphy's is a whole other level of pizza, with both loaded and thin crust, unique topping choices, and fresh pan pizza. Due to the fact that Papa Murphy's isn't actually a pizzeria at all, it differs from other classic pizzerias like Domino's and Pizza Hut. Don't take this wrong, Papa Murphy's does indeed provide good pizza. The sole caveat? You must bake it yourself when you get it home since it will be cold. Is it beginning to be more apparent as to what they mean by take and bake now? There's no doubting the deliciousness of the various dishes on Papa Murphy's menu. They are undoubtedly a foodie's dream. However, a lot of these pizzas are quite unhealthy. To put into perspective how many calories are in a slice of Papa Murphy's Bacon Cheeseburger Pizza, consider that a McDonald's cheeseburger itself has 300 calories. Compared to one slice of this pizza, the cheeseburger has roughly 100 less calories.
What?
In reality, the fast food burger would be preferable because it has the same quantity of protein and also contains less salt. But then again, a cheeseburger pizza does sound intriguing. Pizza Hut's Supreme Original Pan Pizza.
That's wrong. Those toppings are wrong.
On May 31st, 1958, 2 brothers, Dan and Frank Carney, who were also Wichita State University students, opened the first Pizza Hut outlet in Wichita, Kansas. 6 months later, they opened a second store, and a year later, they had 6 Pizza Hut locations. Bill Parcells, before becoming a Hall of Fame NFL coach, was one of the company's first employees while a student and football player at Wichita State University. Parcells was considering considering going to law school and started his own franchise as a career, but he ultimately decided to pursue coaching and eventually became a head coach in the National Football League. The brothers began franchising in 1959. The original iconic Pizza Hut building was designed by Chicago architect George Lindstrom in 1963.
And the rest was history.
Their pizzas can get a little extreme though in terms of calories and sodium intake. It makes sense that Pizza Hut calls this pizza pie the Supreme because just one slice contains the same number of calories as 30 Totino's pepperoni snack bites. Pick the veggie lovers hand-tossed pie at Pizza Hut for a larger, healthier pizza alternative. The 260 calories in just one slice of this veggie stacked alternative are significantly lower than the almost 400 per slice of the Supreme. Domino's Cali Chicken Bacon Ranch Pizza.
Have you ever hand-tossed a pizza? No.
This pizza sounds like it could actually be a sandwich. The Cali Chicken Bacon Ranch Pizza from Domino's would probably have been better off as a sandwich. Pizza toppings include ranch sauce, bacon, roasted chicken breast, tomatoes, and a combination of mozzarella and provolone cheeses. It also features a crust strengthened with provolone to increase the cheese content. When applied to thick sandwich bread rather than thin pizza crust, ranch dressing holds up better. Ranch on pizza might be a contentious topic, but there's a good reason why it's often served as dipping sauce rather than being spread on top. The piece of this pizza with chicken and bacon on top also has more than 400 calories.
Maybe next time, Deshaun.
Simply buy the big hand-tossed standard cheese pizza from the chain if you need to feed a large group of friends but are looking to cut calories. Even while it does mean you have to say goodbye to the toppings, it's still a better alternative, even though one slice of pizza still has a lot of calories in it. Papa John's pepperoni, sausage, and 6-cheese pizza.
What's wrong with it?
Less cheese!
Despite the recent challenges and losses to the restaurant industry over the last couple of years, several establishments have reported rising revenues in the past few months. Chains that already placed a strong emphasis on delivery and pickup were in a good position to switch to this business model during past restrictions. Due in part to this, even other businesses in the casual dining food industry recorded losses. Pizza titans Domino's and Papa John's both claimed record-breaking revenues in April and May of 2022. These figures demonstrate how many of us are using pizza delivery as a supper shortcut.
Whoa! He stole that guy's pizza!
Pizza may have become the go-to takeout choice since cooking fatigue may have set in while many restaurants were closed to the general public. Even while you may be eating more pizza, remember that not all pizza is created equal. The Papa John's pepperoni, sausage, and 6-cheese pizza is one of these pizzas. What's on this substantial piece of pizza is obvious from the name of the pie itself: pepperoni, sausage, and a hearty 6-cheese mixture. The monstrous total fat and saturated fat amounts in this dish are probably due to the added cheese. This pizza pie may get an A for taste, but it definitely gets an F from your doctor. Domino's Extravaganza Pizza.
Hey, is that healthy food?
The calorie count of one big slice of Domino's Extravaganza Pizza stands around 400. This pizza slice is loaded with meat and lots of it, such as pepperoni, hamburger, and Italian sausage. Let's just say that you should probably only eat one slice of this pie. You'll also consume roughly 1,000 milligrams of salt each slice of this pizza, which is about half of your daily intake.
It's too much! It's too much!
As a point of comparison, the American Heart Association suggests keeping your salt consumption to 2,300 milligrams per day. It really is appalling to see a single slice of pizza reach these levels of sodium, and it's still available to the public. Consuming half your daily sodium intake in just one slice of pizza is really alarming, because really, who only eats just one slice of pizza?
Not me, obviously.